Сәлеметсіздер ме? Hello. I apologize for being a little bit late because, as you know, since this is live stream, I had some technical issues, but finally I'm here with you. I've done some editings on my microphone, so let me know please if you can hear me. I can see myself, and I would like to also know if you can hear me well. In previous live streams there were some issues about sound. It shows me that you can't see me. Yeah, please let me know, because I also see myself on my phone and it's frozen, and you know, I want to make sure that everything is working. I can see. Oh, good, Katarina, hello. You can hear me well, which is great. So now let's I want to greet you who is here, and I want to thank Emmanuel, Sabir and Amy for waiting for me from the beginning. Thank you very much. So Anuk is also saying hello from Budapest, and Sabih, he's from Kokshetau. If you don't know, it's a city of Kazakhstan, which is in North Kazakhstan. And Patkava, we can hear you, but the picture is not live. Let me do some editings here. I think now you should see me. Now the video must go live. Yeah. Okay. So also Hussein Asabi joined us. Skater Girl joined. Salimetsizbim. Salim. Okay, now yeah, I can see myself. The video is playing there, which is great. So today's live stream is dedicated for the past tense in Kazakh language, and we will make some examples, learn some new words and pronunciation of those words. We will learn how to make sentences in in past tense, but we will learn the types of the sentence, which is positive, question, and also negative. Okay, and so Medina Baris also joined us. Berlin'den selamlar. Selam. Okay, thank you very much for joining. Now I think it's time for us to start finally our new lesson. Okay, so let me go to screen share for you. Now you should see the PowerPoint presentation, and let's wait till you see the whole screen. I also want to make sure that everything is working. Okay, good. So everything is working. So simple past tense in Kazakh language, it's called жедел өткен шақ. Өткен шақ is past tense. And in today's lesson, we will learn the verb, the usage of the verb бару, which means to go. We will learn the usage of the verb бару in past tense. So in past tense, it will be бардым. I went. Бардым. Now let's make an example. Мен жұмысқа бардым. Жұмыс is work. Мен is a pronoun. I, мен жұмысқа бардым. So here we have the ending, which means to in English. So to work, жұмысқа. жұмыс, work. And in Kazakh language, we always put the verb always at the end of the sentence. So we start with a pronoun and then a place and time, and then at the end we put the verb. Okay. I also want to read the chat. Your picture is slowly, says Hussein Asabi. I try. Okay, let me stop here and then go to settings, and then there I want to work on the quality of the video. Everything should have worked well, but I don't know why, for some reason it's very slowly. Okay, while I am editing, working on the video, why the picture is slowly, please write down in the comment section what city are you from. For example, I am from Almaty, and here in Almaty it's sunny, but it's a little bit cold. Amy says there is no for me. The lag may be the result of bandwidth in different geographies. Maybe. In previous live streams there were good quality. And unfortunately I can't do anything about it. Otherwise I have to just stop my live stream. So let's continue our lesson. So мен жұмысқа бардым. I went to work. Okay, let's go to the next one. Is мен дүкенге бардым. Дүкен is a store. Бардым, I went. So what we do, we just change the place of the, we just change the word into another place name. Okay, so мен дүкенге бардым. I went to the store. Let me say that a little bit slowly. Мен дүкенге бардым. Мен дүкенге бардым. I went to the store. And now let's learn the new word pharmacy is darıhana. Darı in Kazakh language it's medicine, darı, and then with this ending it makes it a place where you can buy medicine. Pharmacy, darıhana. And to say I went to the pharmacy is min darıhanaga bardım. Min darıhanaga bardım. And let's go to the next example, which is kitaphana. Kitap, I think you know the translation of this word, kitaphana, kitab. As far as I know, it's very, it's common word for many languages. Not many, but some, which is close to our languages. Now, for example, it can be the same in Turkish and in other Turk language families. So, kitab is a book, and the hana here is the same. This ending hana makes it a place that, as I said before, darı hana, and then kitab hana. Kitaphana is a library, where you can get the book. So, to say I went to the library is min kitaphanaga bardım. Min kitaphanaga bardım. Okay, let's see who else also joined us. Marisol Riel, greetings from Mexico. Marisol, hello. Thank you for joining us. And also Nasim Bek, hi. Say hi, how are you? Thank you, I'm good. How are you? Thank you for joining. And then Rafael Becerra, greetings from Spain. If it's Spain, must be like Becerra, right? And then Phyllis, I hope I said that right. Очень хороший канал. That's in Russian language, which means it's a very good channel. Thank you very much. I'm doing my best to make this channel not great, but useful for you. And so, Skater Girl says, Hocam is Kazakh now using the Latin alphabet. Yes, in previous two live streams I used Cyrillic because we still use Cyrillic alphabet. Though we are changing slowly into Latin alphabet, but since it was like automatic, I made that in Cyrillic, and then I realized that a lot of you don't know the Cyrillic alphabet, so I made that in Latin alphabet today for you to be more comfortable, more easy to read. Okay, so Emmanuel says solve order, subject, object, verb. Right, yes. In English and other languages is a little bit different, but in Kazakh, the verb is always at the end. Okay, so Patkava asking, are you using the January 2021 version of the alphabet? I'm using the latest one. The latest, it must be the 2021. Okay, so Evan Smith also joined us. Thank you for joining. And Evan Smith, I would like to know where are you from. Please also leave here on the chat. Okay, now let's continue our lesson. And now we will change these sentences into question. So, and then we add bardınız ba. We change the verb bardım into bardınız ba. So, bardım was I went, and then we take this bardı and then we add another possessive ending of the verb you, and then ba, question particle at the end. So bardınız ba means did you go? And if we just remove this one, bardınız would be you went, a statement. And then if we add ba, and it turns into a question. Okay. Let's go to the first example. The examples are the same, the sentences are the same. I'm just changing the verb endings. Siz, and of course we changed the pronoun also. Siz. I'm using the formal version of the you. I mentioned in the previous live streams, but I also want to mention now that in Kazakh language there are two types of speaking, formal and informal. And also there are four types of you, which is sen, siz, sendir, and sizdir. There are singular and plural types of you, and then formal, plural. So there are four types. And for you to be more easy to use, I prefer to use siz, because when you come to Kazakhstan and you speak to someone, of course that is gonna be a stranger, and then it's common to use the formal version of the pronoun. So siz жұмысқа, you, to work, bardınız ba, did you go to work? Siz жұмысқа bardınız ba. And the next one is siz dükkenge bardınız ba. So as you noticed, we just changed this the name of the place, and the rest is the same. Siz bardınız ba. Жұмысқа and dükkenge. Dükkan is a store. Siz dükkenge bardınız ba. Келесі, siz дәріханаға бардыңыз ба. And actually, in Kazakh language, the question particle is not only ba. There are a lot of 6 types of question particle is ma, me, ba, be, and then pa, and also pie. It depends on the group of the letters in Kazakh language. So since we have here which is thick letters, vowels, and then z, so the question particle at the end directly depends on the last vowel and the last consonant of the word. And to learn more about that, you can also get my course, Kazakh language course. There I explained everything. There are groups of letters, you can learn them, and then you can figure out which question particle to add to the verb. Okay, now let's read some comments here on the chat. Oh, here a lot of comments. Okay. Medine Barış, I think it's Barış. In Turkish, vardınız mı? Evet, it will be vardınız mı? Tengri, hello. Thank you very much for joining. As I remember correctly, you also joined the previous live stream. Emmanuel, Gittay, Evan, or Gittay. I don't know what language that is. Ba means mı in Turkish, I guess. Yes, it is. In Turkish, if I'm not mistaken, there is only one version of this mami, babi, papi, mı. Emmanuel Turner says, men Жаңа Зеландияданмын. Жақсы, Emmanuel. Мен Қазақстаннанмын. Танысқаныма қуаныштымын. Tengri says, we don't have senler in Turkish. What does it mean? Sendir. Let me write down these. Let's go to this page. We have space. So in Kazakh language, I want to write down these 4 types of pronoun you, siz, and then sizdir. So sen is you, but it's informal singular. Informal singular. And then sendir, it's you, but you informal but plural. Yeah. And then siz is you but formal. Formal singular. Formal singular. And then I think you can also guess the translation of the word sizdir is formal but plural. Formal, plural. Sen, sendir, siz, sizdir. Okay, I think now it's clear. Tengri, ba is a question signifier. Yeah. Emmanuel says sendir is the plural second person pronouns. Yes. But senler sounds weird. We don't use it. Yes, senler is senler. Yeah, it's also in Turkish not correct, in Kazakh not correct. Okay, Sabih says, sister, I have a question. When I translate, I came here, it's men munda келдімін. But when I translate, when I came here, it's мен мұнда келгенде. Can I say қашан мен мұнда келдімін? No, you can't. Let me give you how you can say it correctly. Okay, so in Kazakh language, to make sentence, to express thoughts, it's a little bit different compared to English. So you can't use the when I did something and then translate it word by word, because we don't say it that way. So you say, I came here. Мен мұнда. Let me write down in Men munda keldim. I came here. Munda. Yeah, this is not correct. But since this is in Latin, men munda keldim. And then to say when I came here, men munda kelgendi. And then keldimin is not the correct way, is not correct endings. Keldim is I came, and then what you are adding at the end as men is not the correct ending for the verb. That's the verb. It's like a to be verb, to be in Kazakh language. To say I am. Masala, for example, men muğallimmin. Men muğallimmin. It's I am a teacher. Muğallim is a teacher. Muğallimmin here makes it I am a teacher. And maybe you are saying, oh, Zhannur, why you are not using the correct Latin alphabet when you are giving an example? It's because I don't have, our keyboards are not made for it. Our keyboards are still in Cyrillic, and we don't have it yet, but in the future we will. So, and to say when I did something is we add gangin, kankin, ganda gende, kanda gende endings. This kil gen de. Men munda kelgende, when I came here. To say when I drink water, men su ishkende. Ishkende. So these endings, there are 4 types of endings. Ganda, gende, kanda, kinde. So there are 4 types. As I said earlier, for when I talked about the question particles at the end, I said that there are groups of consonant letters and vowels, and depending on that, we add these endings. So there are 4 types. Okay, now let's go. Let's read the chat. Informal second person plural pronoun. Yeah. Thing that says we don't have sendir. We only have siz. We just use sizdir. Yeah. In which case you use sendir? Can you give us an example? Okay, so when you talk about more than one person, let me open here a new page and delete all of them. Okay, so when we use sendir, so I'm talking to my family. Let's say I'm talking to my sisters, and if they're more than 1, 2, I say I can ask them sendir bugün, let's say I will use dükengi barasındarma. So the translation is, will you go to the store today? So I use informal version of the you to my sisters. Yeah. And now let me make it clear when we use formal and informal version of the pronouns is when I talk to elders, the people who is maybe 10 years older than me, I use siz. And then who is younger, I use sender. And for my family members, I use sin, but for my mom, I use siz in the formal one because I respect her. And in Kazakh language, it's common that it's the respect is very important in Kazakh tradition. So that's why I use for her formal version of the pronoun for my mom, and then for my sisters, of course, the informal. For friends, informal, and for strangers, and maybe in official occasions, and to people who you respect, the people to people you don't know, you use siz. So, sender is you, informal plural. Bugün is today. I think now Turkish people can recognize this word is also the same in Turkish language is bugün. Bu means this, gün is a day. Also in Kazakh and also in Turkish. Bugün is today. Дүкенге, you know that, it's to the store. Барасыңдар ма? Okay, so we also add this plural ending to the verb because the pronoun is also in plural and then verb will be also plural. And then as you notice here, I didn't use ba, I used ma because the last consonant is r. Сендер бүгін дүкенге барасыңдар ма? Okay, and now let's go to chat. Мақтаным. Казахский казакец. I think you wanted to say мақтанамын. Let me write down this is also мақтанамын, also in Latin. So that means I am proud of someone. So maybe he's saying or she's saying that he or she is proud of me. If it's so, that would be so nice. Okay, thank you so much. Let me confirm one thing. These endings only use when we say when with verb. Yes, right, that these endings, this ganda gende, only when you want to use when. And then a question when is kashan. That's has total different meaning. Kashan. When. Like, for example, like, when did you go there? Kashan. When? Kashan, when? Okay, next. I got it. It's really just about being formal and informal. Yes. Oktay. Yes, thanks, Oktay. Thank you very much. I also read your comments. I really appreciate your support. Never look back. Fearless late in class. Never mind. Being late it's okay. The important thing is you have joined us today. Thanks for using Latin alphabet. Thank you for watching. Mr. MG says konnichiwa. I think it's a Japanese language, right? Konnichiwa. That must be hello in Japanese. Okay. Now let's continue our lesson. By the way, yeah, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave in the chat. I will be happy to answer to your questions. And since while you are writing down your questions, let's start to learn the negative. The negative version of the of to go. I didn't go is барған жоқпын. I didn't go. барған жоқпын. So we say мен жұмысқа барған жоқпын. So we leave this part as it is and then just add барған жоқпын. Мен жұмысқа барған жоқпын. Мен дүкенге барған жоқпын. You can say мен дүкенге барған жоқпын. I didn't go to the store. And say мен жұмысқа бардым. I went to work. I didn't go to the store. I went to work. Келесі, мен дәріханаға барған жоқпын. I didn't go to the pharmacy. Мен дәріханаға барған жоқпын. And then the last one is мен кітапханаға барған жоқпын. Okay, so this is actually the end of the lesson, and let me also greet some people here who is from Netherlands. Floran says greetings from Netherlands. Thank you. Greetings from Almaty, from Kazakhstan. Dark Jedi says hello from Indonesia. Yeah, thank you. Hello from Almaty, from Kazakhstan. It's really really makes me happy to know that a lot of people from different countries are watching this live stream. It's so exciting. Thank you. Okay, so to know more about these endings, how to make sentences in Kazakh language, you can purchase, you can get my course. There in my course, let me show you. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, to learn more about Kazakh language, I have prepared an online course, a self-study online course. There you can learn Kazakh language, the grammar, especially the grammar in English. I explained everything in English, in simple language, and then all the pronunciation are very clear, and then you can also make the video, the pronunciation more slowly if you want to hear words clearly. So and then this course has 20 video lessons. It's not like a PDF, or it is a video, and every word in it I pronounced myself. I tried my best to pronounce it, to say it very clearly and slowly for you, because I know it's the pronunciation of the Kazakh language by itself, it's can be difficult, because we have a lot of a lot of vowels and also consonants, sounds which you don't have in your language, you have never used in your language. So I try to make it very clear. And then also, okay, so it's opening slowly. Let me show you my website. The website called Kazakh language.kz. Yeah, since I am using all this program in my laptop is working a little bit slowly. Also, you know, when you have a question about lessons, you can send me email. You can feel free to send me email to ask your questions. So here are the lessons, all these lessons that we have in our course. We start with Kazakh alphabet and then continue with greetings, and then we start to learn the grammar is to be, and then numbers. So as you noticed here, I have made all these names of the lessons not only in Kazakh. I also translated, I also compared it with English for you to be more easy to learn it. Okay, so let me read. It says the video is frozen a little bit. Yeah, I also can see it from my phone. Okay, while it's opening, let me read some comments on the chat. Halim Putra, hello. Sabih says Bargan Yokpan will be the same for all personal pronouns. Unfortunately, no. The Bargan will stay the same, but Jokpan will change. Joksın, Jok, Jokpız. You can learn more about these endings on my course. So Bargan Jokpan is only for the first person pronoun. Never Look Back says from Bangladesh. I hope I can visit Simi again. MG says, actually my birthplace is Simi, close to Simi city. Okay, so as I can see here, you can see all these lessons here. We will learn past tense, and then let's open this past tense here. And then you can see what are those different endings for different pronouns. Okay, so let's play it. Okay, it's actually this one is for the positive for the statement sentences, and then here are the question. Okay, let me open this one. Yeah, since as I said earlier, the internet is working slowly, so yeah, here you can see that the endings are different. Жоқпын, жоқпыз, жоқсың. These endings are different. Okay, Dark JD says, I have to admit it was very tricky to learn, but so much fun. Thank you for sharing this. Thank you. Thank you, Dark JD. Oktay, dear sister, there is a problem with video streaming. Yeah, unfortunately. Thanks so much for your time and hard work. Hocam çok teşekkür ederim. Rica ederim. You are welcome. Thank you. Halim, Miss Zhannur, how to learn Kazakh language with fast progressive result? Is there a more effective way to learn it? So let me give you some tips how to learn, like what to do when you learn a language. So when you learn a language, you want to learn it very fast. You have to do everything that you can. You have to read more, listen more, also practice more, speak more, to read more, to write more sentences. So when you do everything, you will get the results. You will, yeah. Otherwise, if you just, if you only do one thing, only read, if you don't practice speaking, then you can't speak. You have to just practice everything. Okay, I don't, Tengri says, I don't understand anything when Kazakhs speak fastly. Yes, of course, in any languages, people, when they speak fast, you don't understand anything at the beginning, but after 1 year, maybe, also it happened to me in English, also in Turkish, you will start to understand. You just have to listen more. Medine Barış says, Rahmet Zhannur, thank you. You are welcome. Thank you. This is Kazakh. Kyrgyz and Kazakh is like Turkish and Azerbaijani. Maybe. Emmanuel says, Rahmet Zhannur. Tengri says, if there were other countries like us, they would have united many times by now. Maybe. It's freezing even